Hi guys, I wanted to make a quick video around confidence and performance coaching in the workplace. As you can imagine, confidence and work comes up all the time with the people I'm working with. Naturally, confidence will impact on your performance, and your performance will impact on what your long-term career looks like. So there's a very strong correlation between successful careers and confidence. Um, a lot of the companies I'm working with, I've booked workshops with in terms of things like assertiveness or confidence around having difficult conversations or managing poor behaviour. But I'm also working with these companies with their high performing employees and their underperforming employees, which is what has triggered this particular blog, because I received an email this morning and I'm going to read it out to you. And he knows I'm doing this, so there's no surprises. But the email basically reads, "Hi Angie, blah blah blah. What would you do with an employee if, despite constant support, coaching, and mentoring, your subordinate is deliberately unwilling to perform and/or deliver?" Now, having worked in the corporate environment for about 15 years, I've seen a variation of this type of thing being said so many times by so many different managers about so many different employees. And I think there's one fundamental thing that people miss. There's a lot of assumptions that people create, and therefore they come up with a conclusion of what's actually going on with the employee without actually digging a little bit deeper. So I'm unable to provide a solution to that email because I need to know way more detail and understand way more variables before I could actually provide what a good solution looks like. So I thought it'd be better just to unpack the email piece by piece and then provide information that way. So first of all, the email says, "Despite constant support." So what do you mean by constant support? I mean, is this every day or once a week? What do you mean by constant support? And what does the employee need? Most importantly, was it effective support? It doesn't matter how much support you give somebody. If it's ineffective, it's irrelevant. Next part would be about coaching that's mentioned. So was this, obviously that resonates with me, but was this an external coach that came in and did some coaching that can perform high quality coaching, or was it an internal staff member that was being sent off on a one-day training day around coaching and then expected to deliver high performing or high quality coaching? So what type of coaching was it, and what was the relationship like between the coach and the employee, and most importantly, what was the environment like? Because if you can't create a safe environment, you may as well not do any coaching. The email also mentions mentoring. So, having worked in the corporate environment, I've seen a variety of different mentoring approaches, some of which is just basic shadowing, and some of which is very engaged when the mentor would take ownership about sharing helpful or unhelpful behaviours. So, when you say mentoring, what type of mentoring do you mean? And then finally, I think this is a really big part when it's mentioned about the deliberately unwilling to perform and deliver. So, are you absolutely sure that this person was deliberately refusing to deliver? Because there's unwilling and there's unable. Now, unwilling is based on motivation, unable is based on skill. If it's based on motivation, then what reason is this person become unmotivated? Have they always been unmotivated? Have they recently become unmotivated? Have they lost the confidence? Why have they lost the confidence? There's so many things that could be. If it isn't a case of unwilling and it's actually a case of unable, then maybe the issue is around the training plan that is put in place to upskill this person and to make them adequate at what they're trying to do. So there's so many different things that need to be looked at, and I think where the problem is in some companies is that people look at a very superficial level. They might look at a behaviour and an outcome. They come up with a view and they assume that view is correct, and they make a sweeping judgment about what's really going on. And in actual fact, there's often a lot more detail and a lot more variables that can impact on this. So the best way to manage it is to look at all the parts that I've just flagged here, and also work with the person responsible for training this employee and work with the employee directly, and make sure that when you're using words such as coaching, support, mentoring, that everybody is aligned in terms of what will work for that particular employee and is being provided in the right way. I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed that, please do sign up for my YouTube channel, and I'll be back again soon. See ya.